Chosen family, man, what's goody, what's goody? Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when you get it. So listen, man, there's been a lot of, more gang stalking going on. There's been a lot of, street data going on, car honking, gunshot sounds with these street thugs in the street, man. Now listen, man, there was another brother that I talked to, man. Good brother, man. He's going through similar to what I'm going through, which is like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's good to know that I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody should not go through this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna explain this though on why I see it for what it is now, even more as I grow into it, because it gives you endurance. You know what I'm saying? God gives you the endurance to see the reality of really what's going on in the spiritual warfare, right? But you got to understand that prayer changes everything, right? But as time go on, the reason why it keeps coming and coming, because you got to understand, yes, it can work in the moment of prayer, but it can come back. Why? Because the enemy uses different people, and plus the people that already let the enemy possess them, right? They do it in flesh to provoke you. But in the spiritual sense, the enemy is doing that to try to wear you down, put your confidence down, break your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta understand, a lot of these people are just jealous of you, So let me say one thing, right? It's basically territorial behavior, right? And some people in the streets, especially like the thugs, the gangs, they operate off intimidation. You know what I'm saying? And if someone doesn't fit their mold, it's like you know how you sober minded, you disciplined, you a man of God. They like to test you, see if they could break your peace. You know what I'm saying? And they also do mockery and control. Constant honking a horn at your window, very obsessed with you. They make little small gestures or harassment or like ways to get under your skin. You know what I'm saying? And they do things to provoke you and to react in, but don't react to the enemy. Like, because, if you react, they feel like they won. So if you stay calm, you expose their weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? They making themselves look like a fool. And also, you got to look at it like this too. It's also boredom or insecurity. They bored. They insecure. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these street guys, they don't have much structure. So they picking on someone consistent and disciplined and different gives them a different sense of purpose, right? A person that has a different sense of purpose, they look at them as different, like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not like us. He's not doing the things we doing. Or she's not like us. She's not doing the things we doing, because women, chosen ones, could be going through this too now. Don't get it twisted. Women gang stalking, women that group up in gangs to go against you, constant harassment, watching you, want to pick fights with you, provoke you in all different kind of ways and angles, slander your name, make lies about you that's not even true. You feel what I'm saying? Thinking they know all about you, and it's not even true. People following along with them, being gullible to what this narcissist is saying about you because of hate, the envy. All the time, you a cool person. You know what I'm saying? You could be cool with them. It's not that you think that you better than them. You could be cool with them. It's just that they decide to take that route with you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, in other words, I could have been cool with the niggas on a block that I was on a block that lived there. I'm not from there, but I could have been cool, but they didn't want to take that route with me. Meaning I ain't have to do what y'all have to do. If you come across this video, brother, sister, I love you in the love of Christ, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know you don't like me. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. I know I'm chosen. I know I'm different. I'm a man of God, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. They hated Jesus, so what makes you think they won't hate us, people? You know what I'm saying? So you come across this video and you watching the video, it is what it is. I'm just letting it be known that I know what you up to. I know what you're doing, and you letting the enemy, use you, possess you. You gotta give your life to God. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to go to hell. I don't want that for my worst enemies. And I love my enemies where I live. They may not think that. They may think what they doing to me is irritating me. I don't let it really get to me no more. I ignore it because I know it's spiritual warfare at the end of the day. Right? Even if a person really truly don't like you, it's still spiritual warfare. It's spiritual though. It's not always personal. It's spiritual too. Don't get it twisted, right? So it's like this too. This also has something to do with fear of authority. The way you notice the police presence, you making them stop, shows that even in their boldness, they still subject to law and authority. That's not a coincidence. Why? Because that's in prayer. You're praying about it. So that's not a coincidence. That's happening, right? I told you, right? So in a worldly, natural side, right? I'm gonna say this too. Intimidation tactics. That's what they doing. In the streets, people, they use horns, noises. They make fake gunshot sounds to get in your head. Like boom, boom, bow, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? All that stupid stuff, right? It's a way of saying we see you without directly confronting you, chosen ones. Also it's a group mentality thing. Street thugs often act in packs. When they see someone different, calm, you disciplined, not joining their lifestyle, they feel threatened, mocking, honking, or making sounds in their way of trying to pull you into fear or to get a reaction out of you, chosen ones. So don't give them no reactions, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, oh yeah, territorial behavior. I'm gonna get a little bit more detail in that. Territorial behavior, right? Smoke shops, street corners, again, like I said, car honkings. Those spots is where they feel calm. Like it's like a calm dominance. They claim dominance, They claim dominance in those spots. They notice, you don't move like them. So they test you. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you got to understand it's the mockery of the enemy. When they make the gunshot sounds, it could be, that could be seen as an intimidation from the enemy's kingdom. The devil often works through people to project fear. You got to understand that, chosen ones. Because fear is not the opposite of faith. You got to have faith. You know what I'm saying? Your light bothers people that's in darkness. Being chosen by God, it means that the Holy Spirit in you is exposing darkness around you. So that's around the neighborhood you live in, around the job you live in. If you're going through, people going against you at your job, right? Anywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? Evil spirits operating in others can't stand that. They can't stand the light. So they try to break your spirit, chosen ones, right? So you got to understand, this is how you respond. You got to stay in prayer. Cover your mind, cover your, and cover wherever you at in the blood of Jesus. You got to, don't react in fear. Their goal is to disturb your spirit. Stay calm and let them see you unbothered, unmoved. You know what I'm saying? Use scriptures. Psalms 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Out loud when they start to act up. You got to use practical wisdom, chosen ones. If you ever feel truly unsafe, don't hesitate to use the law. You know what I'm saying? The land, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother story though. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, from a worldly side, they just want to provoke. They want to put fear in you. From the spiritual side, the enemy is using them as vessels to attack your peace. From God's side, your prayers are disturbing their plans, and it hits, and His authority is covering you. Got to remember that. So this is just all mind control, chosen ones. This is what they do. They try to break your spirit, disturb your peace, try to provoke you to anger. Don't react to them. That's what they want you to do. Because where I live, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to tell you where, but I live in Harlem, New York. I live on the east side. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of dudes in the projects, hey, they jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure somebody had a big mouth, told them I had my own place and this, that. And they probably 9 times out of 10 also is deeper than that. They want what I got. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to let them get it. One day, soon I'm going to move out of there. But I refuse to back down. I refuse to be afraid. They think I'm afraid. I'm not afraid. Some of them probably think I'm afraid. Some of them probably, and half of them probably say, nah, he ain't afraid. We just going to do it to get in his head. You know what I'm saying? We know he ain't scared. It's just that we feel like, because we got him outnumbered, right, that we broke him down. Nah, y'all got the wrong idea. Hey, listen, y'all got the wrong idea, fellas. I'm not scared at all. Why? Because God is on my side. You know what I'm saying? So you could recruit, get your team, this and that and the third. I'm going to continue to pray for y'all, man. That's what y'all need. Y'all need prayer. So I don't hate none of y'all. I love y'all in the love of Christ, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can keep honking the horn, doing all that stuff. Like, at this point, I just laugh at them. I laugh at my enemies. It's like, it's funny. It's like, okay, y'all laugh, I'm going to laugh too. It's like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I already know what y'all up to. I already know what y'all going to do the same thing. Like, I can't switch it up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not trying to condone what they doing to me is right. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, at this point, y'all like, whatever. But y'all can keep, I don't care. It is what it is. I'm going to keep on ignoring you. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. You know, and just know that you can't stop me. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? They try to put witchcraft, all that stuff. So you got to remember, chosen ones, you got to keep your head up. You know what I'm saying? Spiritual warfare and harassment is very real. You know, you got some of your family members, if you decided to tell your family members about it, they may say, oh, you know, you need help, or, you know, your mind is playing tricks on you and you're delusional, and all the time, they can't walk a mile in your shoes. Why? Because, I'm sorry, they're not chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. So you got to remember that, chosen ones. Don't react to the enemy. That's what the enemy wants you to do, so you could be thrown in jail, or, God forbid, possibly get hurt or lose your life, God forbid. Or you can end up hurting one of them. It's not that you don't got people now. Don't get it twisted, or you can't make calls, but you don't want to take it there. Why? Because just in case, if the enemy does take it there, you know, your hands is being put on, you get jumped or something, yeah, you can make phone calls. But that's, and then that's going to turn into a disaster. Now that's a whole nother thing. Now it's a whole war now, a retaliation. But the whole time, they started it. They created unnecessary beef with you because of how they feel, because of your light, because of jealousy, unnecessary jealousy, unnecessary envious, because you got something that they probably don't have, or they have something like that, right? But they want what you got for some reason, or they feel like your situation is better than theirs, but all the time, it doesn't make you a better person than them. Nobody's better than anybody. The only person that's perfect is the man above, Jesus Christ. So remember that, chosen ones. Keep that in mind and keep your head up. Don't give up. Don't react to the enemy. I know sometimes we fall back into the flesh and we do get upset. Why? Because we're human. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to be strong. You got to fight through it. You know what I'm saying? You're a warrior. You're a soldier. You're strong. And that's why they all coming at you like that. They know you powerful. They know you the real deal. They know you the big dog. So they're going to do that. They're going to team up to go against you. Use any and everybody to go against you. Recruit other people. All types of stuff. It's like, dang, y'all already got 100 on me. Y'all don't need an extra 100. Y'all already got that. How much more do you want? You know what I'm saying? You know, so keep your head up. Don't worry about it. And, hey, look, love your enemies. Don't hate them. Pray for them. That's it.